Hello YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a live reaction video for The Flash Season 2, Episode 8, titled Legends of Today. And the episode, it leads off from last week's episode, which was the Gorilla Grodd episode, when Grodd came back for the second time, to get revenge on the Flash and the whole Flash team. So right now, we're watching a recap of the last couple episodes of what happened in the show. It's showing Harrison Wells from Earth 2. It's showing Jay Garrett from Earth 2. It's showing right now. It's explaining Cisco right now and his abilities to vibe and everything. So that's what the recap is showing right now. But last week's episode was actually the Gorilla Guy episode, when he came back and then, defeat Flash, trying to defeat Flash, and he was sent into the portal to Earth 2 to the gorilla. He was sent to Earth 2, and then the portal put him in this rainforest or jungle where the other gorillas, the Gorilla Grodd city, whatever. So right now it's showing Caitlin and Earth 2 Wells is having Barry run on a treadmill. He's only going maybe 1300 speed, speed or whatever, 1300, something like that. So at this point in the show, they don't explain his powers, his speed, where his speed actually comes from. They use his speed. They explain his speed come from the negative force of that happened with the explosion, the particle accelerator, but in reality it came from the speed force. They mentioned the speed force by name last year in one of the episodes. I think it was episode 17, Trickster. But to go deep and depth into the speed force, they have no clue about it. I think the only person that knows about it is Barthon, which is the reverse Flash, but we haven't seen him since last year in season 1. So a little dialogue between those three, and then they cut to a ship, and some guys are coming off the ship now. So like the captain gave some maybe the manifest to the officer. And it looked like Vandal Savage. Vandal Savage is going to be the... Let me pause it, because this is a live reaction video. Vandal Savage is going to be the antagonist in DC Legends Tomorrow. In that first season, it's going to be he's going to be the big villain in that season. As of right now, as I'm doing the live reaction video for episode 8, I think the current timeline, I think they're on episode 13. I'm behind. I've been lazy doing live reaction videos, so I'm trying to catch up. The Flash, Arrow, and also The Walking Dead. And The Walking Dead just premiered last night, so I'm trying to catch up. So Randall Savage was on a stowaway ship, and he's like handcuffed and everything. He about to fuck these motherfuckers. He about to fuck these people up. So Randall Savage has some type of magical ability of some sort, because 1 minute the cuffs was on that guy, the captain, and then it was on him. And the officer was like, "Who taught you that?" "Houdini." "I taught Houdini that." And then he kills the officer and kills 3 guys. The 4 guys like nothing. So it like Randall Savage is connected to Hawk Girl. I don't know her name as of yet. I know it, but I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Shahara. So I'm gonna wait till they say it on the episode, and then I'll repeat it. So Barry, Patty, and Joe is looking at pictures of the crime scene, and Barry putting everything together. Who got shot first? Who got stabbed? What happened? Boom, 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 boom. And he actually came up with what was right. So Joe was like, "Oh, so cute that y'all trying to show some, y'all trying to like basically not flirt in front of me." And Patty was like, "No, we just trying to show some type of professionalism," which is a crack of bullshit. So Cisco and Hawk Girl is at the coffee shop, and Hawk Girl got a nice body. I give her that. She got a nice body, small tits, but nice body. So they had the coffee shop, and she made Cisco dinner. And Cisco, wow, Cisco, I think Cisco's digging this. So they about to kiss, and Vandal Savage just opened the door. Vandal Savage opened the door, and Shihara. Priestess Shihara. So Vandal Savage is coming in. He's like, "I got all these knives, motherfucker." So right now, Cisco has like a little app on his phone. He activated it, and then Flash, sees it. Then no, Cisco's in danger. Then he runs over to Cisco. Her name's Kendra Saunders, but I think her real name is Shihara. So if y'all watched back in the 90s, which my mom was a big fan of, the Highlander TV show and the Highlander movies. He said he's not going nowhere with you. She's not going nowhere with you, Highlander. And if you knew Highlander from what it was, he like one of those characters in Highlander. So he threatened him. He said, give me her, I'll make your death fast. So he threw the knife. Let's see if Flash can get it. And he's gone. Jesus Christ. So, Vandal Savage stole the knife. Boom! And then he saved the day. They turn around, Vandal Savage gone. And then Cisco, dumbass, goes say, "Oh, thanks, Barry." He's like, "Come on." Like, in front of the civilian. So now she knows that not only Barry Allen that work at the police station in a crime unit, in the science crime division unit, that Cisco works with the Flash, and he knows the Flash. So they compare the analysis that the deaths at the dock matches the knives that in the lab. So they talking about, the guy, remember her, and her name's Shihara, and then Wells and Caitlin saying that's like Egyptian. And she's like, "I never been out the States." So Cisco like, yo, he's a metahuman. And Flash like, no, he's not. So he made it. Barry just made a good point. Is that this what separates the two shows? That everything that happens on the show and the Flash is scientific. Everything that happens on Arrow is more supernatural. And he said, yo, we're two scientists. We have no idea how to deal with something like this. They do, which is Oliver and his guys, and I think Star City or Star City, whatever. So if y'all didn't know that about now, is that the reason why some characters fit on some shows is due to the fact is that some shows fit certain characters. Like Ray Palmer, he's a tech guy, right? You would think he'd be on the Flash, but they put him on that show, to tie up some maybe loose ends or add a storyline or plot line to that show. And for instance, look at the show Vixen, the animated show that's on the website, CW website. That's a supernatural show. It's not on the Flash, it's not on the Arrow. But if by my thought, somebody that I follow on YouTube, he dropped some knowledge is that they did find a live action human character to play that role as Vixen, and that person gonna be guest starring sometime in a couple episodes down the line of Arrow. Like I said, this is episode 8, so I'm behind in my live reaction videos. So Arrow is at, I think, episode 12 or 13. So they did pick a live person to do the Vixen character on Arrow. But going back to what I'm saying, Barry and Cisco laid it down. Certain characters fit certain shows. You won't expect the Vixen, which is a supernatural character, to come on a tech-based show like The Flash, a scientist show. You don't expect, what's his name? Damn, I had his name. Ra's al Ghul come to The Flash, or Damien Dark. No, So if y'all didn't know that by now. So he was like, how you know Oliver is not busy? How busy can they be? And then you see Damien Dark sucking the life out of these people. He said, you brought arrows to a gunfight. So he used the arrow and it magnetized the guns out of the people's hands. That was sweet. She tried to be comical, so she was talking out loud, and then the mic was open, and they heard everything. I am digging Diggle's face mask. His whole face mask. I'm digging that. So Speedy, ooh. So Damien was sucking the life out of Oliver. Oh man! So Damien was sucking the life force out of Oliver. He was like, ugh. And then Barry. It appears that Barry had got Diggle and Speedy out of there already. And Diggle threw up. Yeah, he said every time. And then Speedy like, we know Flash? We knew Flash? Okay, we know Flash. So, if no one knew right now, episode 8 is the crossover episode. If I didn't mention that, this is the crossover. He was like, no sleeves. He said I spent like 5 years in the North China Sea. So it's funny how everybody knows everything about everybody else. That Zoom broke Barry's back. So Cisco is like, these copper wires and talking his tech stuff to Felicity, and they going at it, and then I say her name whole. Kendra Saunders is basically interrupt, like, hey, how you doing, to break the ice and everything. He said, this is my girlfriend, that kisses me, so nobody believes that he has a girlfriend. So they were talking about who did the guy look like? Who do the guy look like? So Felicity took the picture from Barry, cause Barry drew out a picture of what the guy looked like, and then face recognition brought up a picture, and the picture was showing in the scanner 1975. And Shihara was like, Oliver was like, so when did you move here? And she told him how long she been here. So Oliver is like a person that gets in every cricket nick and nanny of a story. So Oliver is giving his macho discussion, and Barry like, Barry did everything wrong. Like Barry let her know his identity, his team, and then he let her know Oliver's team and his hideout by bringing her, and this guy is after her. So Barry put everybody in jeopardy. Instead of handling it smart, he did it backwards. So right now we Wells and Caitlin is conversating in the lab, and about a serum. Basically, the serum, if you know, at this time, it's gonna be a serum that he might give to Barry or Jay Garrett, a speed development serum. So they just putting their thoughts together to create the serum, but she don't know what the serum is actually gonna be used for. So she's like, they back at the Oliver's house, apartment in the skyrise, and what's her name? Thea is talking about her name as Speedy, and he's like, Cisco's like, well, you know, I could have came on a bigger name than that. And then she's like, first, you need to get a haircut. And then he was like, yeah, you just bad. My condition, the game is on point. Now, I don't know if it's me, but Felicity, her body is fucking right, bro. She's thick. Now, it's funny that Felicity mentions Oliver Doubleganger in Earth 2. I seen the episodes up until when they went to Earth 2. Oliver Queen doesn't exist in Earth 2. When the Flash went to Earth 2, basically they did a multi-universe timeline, a storyline, a multi-universe. All right. So everybody remember the Flash, that animated movie of the Flash when he went back in time to save his mother. He messed with the timeline, and you know they took the Batman timeline where when Barry went to save his mother, he messed with the other timeline of the other superheroes. So instead of Batman, Bruce Wayne, father and mother dying in the alleyway, he died in the alleyway. Bruce Wayne's mother became Harley, which is Harley Quinn, and then his father became Batman with the guns in that Flash animated movie. Alright, I forgot the name. Oh, Flashpoint, Flash animated movie, The Flashpoint. So in the Arrow TV show, in the Flash show, in Earth 2, they took all of that Batman storyline from Flashpoint the movie and used it as Oliver Queen's family background story. Oliver's dead, and Oliver's father's alive, and he took up the persona as the Green Arrow. That's what we have information as of right there. So Oliver Queen, I don't think Oliver Queen even exists in Earth 2, because with at that time when the Earth 2 scene came up and they had the news, it was vertical, and then you see Oliver Queen, I think he said, just been masked as a mass vigilante, and then everybody came with that theory, hey, this is the same storyline as the Batman. So Arrow has a tendency of taking other storylines of other superheroes and mashing it together. Batman, one of his greatest villains is Ra's al Ghul, not the Arrow. Arrow is not a big villain that go against Ra's al Ghul. That's a Batman. So the Arrow has a tendency of taking other storylines from other characters and making it as their own. Because let's face it, from when I was told, the Green Arrow doesn't have a lot of big villains in a strong storyline. Anything that was before the 52 reboot, the reboot. So, just give some things right there. So they have a conversation about him dating everything, who he dating everything, and his girl name is Patty. So it's funny how everybody drinking alcohol besides Barry. Barry look like he's having Coke or Pepsi. And Oliver was saying how Barry has got mature because he reached out for advice and for help. Oliver said he's real happy. I mean, I think he's happy. I think he's happy where he's at with Felicity. So the scene cuts from Oliver and Felicity and making a toast. Yo, she got a banging ass body, bro. She got a banging body. And they gave a toast. And everybody's chilling. So Barry's talking. He's like, the first time I kissed her, I got a vibe. So Barry's looking like, I'm like, what? And he said, no, I mean vibe. He said, oh, okay. Like maybe his dick got hard or some shit. So he explained to him what he seen in the vibe, like a bird with wings or some shit. So I think Cisco, not in love, but he's good where he at in his moment. He likes her. She laughs at his jokes. She gets him. Oh wow, the scene cuts. Vandal Savages enter Oliver's apartment, and Barry ran to go get Oliver's arrow. So he pointed arrow at Vandal Savage, and Vandal Savage threw the knives at just now, and Barry grabbing the knife. So he threw 4 knives at everybody else, and he threw a last knife to stop Barry. And then Oliver threw 2 arrows. He caught it, and he's fighting. And they just run back and forth. You know, he's throwing arrows back at Vandal Savage. Oliver is quick, like boom. Dia, she just a fucking waste of space. She gets there with her little arrow and then pop an arrow. So Vandal Savage falls over the balcony. Vandal Savage now will know where Oliver lives. Alright? And I guess he's gonna keep coming. But we all know that's not gonna happen. He's gonna be in Arrow episode 8 in the part 2 of this episode. You know, the team up. So Cisco's explaining to everybody about his powers. He got visions. So the facility was like, so you're metahuman? She's metahuman? She's like, I don't know about her, but I know I'm a metahuman. And then that she can fly and she has a set of wings. Oh my God, the League of Assassins. Thea's father, Merlin. I love his character. Merlin comes up, the arrow cave goes dark. And then it's back on. And he's like, there's more than that you didn't see, or some shit like that. And then what the fuck? So Caitlin Wells comes up with a formula. And the formula is the speed drug. It's the Velocity 6 drug. Wow. So, let's get something straight. I got a problem. Let me get in front of the camera. I got a problem. Now, I don't know a lot about the Flash, and what I read on, I watch a lot. The Speed Force is like a energy. That's the way I take it is energy force that gave Barry his power, right? They make it seem like the Speed Force is separate from the particle accelerator that gave him his power. In reality, in the comic books, and everybody knows, the Speed Force gave Barry his powers. Alright? And every other speedster that's out there. In the TV show, they put the Speed Force as giving him his powers on the back burner. And right here, they remind everybody, no, it's not the Speed Force that gave Barry his power. It was science. Dr. Wells, a.k.a. Ian Barthon, gave Barry from Earth 1 his powers, and Jay Garrett from Earth 2, Harrison Wells from Earth 2 gave him his powers. So they're not trying to remind, they're not trying to let us forget that the Speed Force is that place, that ram of energy that takes Barry and the reverse flash from point A to point B, back and forth into the future or present. That timeline is the Speed Force. Speed Force is a source of energy, okay? And then when they go fast enough, they tap into it. So they keep reminding us, hey, you didn't get your powers from the Speed Force. You got your powers from the particle accelerator when it went off. Science, nothing else. And I'm not liking that, because if they're gonna keep mentioning the Speed Force, mention the Speed Force in a different terminology instead of mentioning it. You're trying to mention it where the Speed Force was given. The Speed Force is responsible of the speed powers that's given to Barry and Jay Garrett, which is not, because they keep reminding us particle accelerator. I'm not liking this. So right now, Jay Garrett just says the Speed Force cannot be duplicated. It was a gift given. It was a gift given to him, and Wells like you just don't get it. Science gave you this power. The particle accelerator. You know. He's saying you can't. The Speed Force cannot be duplicated. It can't be turned to a drug. It can't be turned to a serum. It's a life force. It's an energy and stuff like that. And that's what the Speed Force really is. It's not something that was given to Barry or blessed to Barry. It's a Speed Force. It's an entity that struck Barry. There was some chemicals mixed in, I think, from the comic book when he fell over. Some chemicals, but the basis of the power is from the lightning bolt that gave Barry his powers. The Speed Force. Jay Garrett's like, yo, keep that shit away from me, bro. I don't want that shit. And then Dr. Wells like, fuck that. I'm going out. I'm gonna get what we need. We're gonna give it to Barry. The lead knows who Ra's al Ghul is. The League of Shadows know who is Ra's al Ghul. He's been around for years, doing Caesar time, doing everything. So Kendra was like, I can't take this. I need some air, bro. I can't take this shit. So Barry was like, we're gonna do what we have to do, bro. So Murder looking at him like, yeah, okay. So Patty's on the phone walking on the street. She see Wells putting shit in the car, and everyone knows Wells is dead. So why's Wells going around with without a costume but everybody know Wells is dead. So Cisco's like, wait, let's go back to the lab, and she's like, I'm not ready for this and all this. I'm not ready. So, as Cisco and Kendra is talking, they walking down the street. This other guy in with wings picks up and flies her off. So it's most likely Hawkman. So Flash and Arrow is going around the city trying to find her. So this is Hawkman. So Khufu is the ancient name of Hawkman. Khufu. And Shihara is the ancient name of Kendra. He's like, you need to know, you need to remember who you are. So she had flashbacks of ancient Egypt, of a memory. so Cisco's like, nice working with you, Smoke, and they smack, and she hit his hand. She hurt her hand. Pitiful, he says. Wow. So they found Shihara where they was at, and Oliver, he's trying to take down Hawkman, and he threw his his that battle axe at his bike. He said, "Give me the girl," and he said, "Sorry, Robin Hood." he said, Oliver and Birdman's at 54th. So they having to fight right now, and Cisco, who Barry was running, he seen him coming. He headbutted him, took him in the air. And then Oliver saved Barry from falling with an arrow string. So they need to work out together on how to get this guy out. So Oliver is shooting arrows, and I think Flash gonna spin his hand around. I mean that'd be the obvious choice. Yeah, because Flash has no long range attacks. The wind will knock him off balance, and Oliver just got hit with an arrow. And Barry's running back and forth. Wow. So that was funny. So, he did the lightning. He threw a lightning attack. Something's wrong with my something definitely wrong with my camera. It's out of focus. There you go. So they got the formula, and Jay's like, he's dangerous. He's like, Jay doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, Dr. Wells and Caitlin's talking. He's like, you know what he's talking about. Patty is in the lab. Put your hands in the air. So they can't believe that Dr. Wells is alive. So Patty shot Wells. He dropped. He dropped to the floor, and then Caitlin's like, you shot him? She said, they said, I'm gonna call 911. And she was like, don't call 911. Didn't Joe explain this to you? She said, no. And we cut back at the hideout of Oliver and Khufu. Hawkman's chained up. He was like, she's the love of my life. I wasn't gonna hurt her. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. You're a fucking liar. Shihara. Kendra Saunders. His name's Carter. Wow. So Carter explains to everybody what happened with the reincarnation, and she's just like, yo, pump your brakes, bro. Pump your brakes. And kill. So he tells everybody that each lifetime, that Vandal Savage hunked them down every single time and killed them. So they died 206 times. It's just like, yeah. So you think you her best bet? Oh. He said, is this the only way this guy know how to enter the room? He just came through the shadows and shit. He was like, is this the only way this guy enters a room? He just came through he walked in slow motion. So, oh man. He was like, is this the way is this the only way this guy enters a room? So they talk about Vandal Savage left the city. That Moreland I can't get this guy's name right now. Merlin walks in and he starts saying he left the city. He looking for a staff, and Carter know what staff he's looking for, and they they're gonna work together to find Vandal Savage. So we back at Star Labs. Joe's like, I need you to leave. Get the fuck out. She's like, Joe, I need you to get the fuck out. You fucked up. So they need Jay's help to fix the bullet in his chest. So they on top of the roof. They want everybody. Carter wants Kendra to jump off the roof and she will emerge. Her memory will come back. So Barry's scared that whatever's gonna happen is not gonna happen. So Kendra jump on a ledge and she about to jump. So Carter pushes off the roof. She falls. No wings emerge. So it's not working. What Carter is doing, it's not working. So they arguing, and Barry trying to hit, put some thoughts in his head, like, pay attention, Barry, basically, Oliver's schooling Barry how to use his head as a better hero, and each team up that they happen, Oliver is making it better. We know Oliver been doing this for 4 years. Barry, more than a year. So Oliver been doing this for 4 years on the show, but he been doing this for many years on the island. 5 years on the island, in between the island and coming back to the States. On top of this, he be doing the Green Arrow bullshit for 4 years. That's 9 years of doing tactical, murdering, espionage, all this shit. So Barry got a year in it and some change. So he has to listen to Oliver. Oliver be schooling him. So they went back to the hideout and they're looking for the staff. So the staff is in Central City in a museum or some shit. So Barry gave her a pep talk. Believe in yourself. You can do it. And it's not gonna work. I like this. So Oliver and Felicity just is kissing, and there's a shot of Oliver and Flash's suit. It's so awesome, like so funny. And they cut back to Wells, and his pressure is dropping. The serum, he gonna vibrate his chest. So he gonna take the serum of velocity 6 and phase do it. But how we know the serum's gonna work right then and there? Ah! He's gonna crack it. Ah! He took the shot. He like, ah! So he phased through Harrison Wells' hands like that through his body. He get the bullet. He got the bullet. He's like, ah! Oh, Jesus Christ! And we all know it's gonna be a velocity 7. I'm thinking a velocity 8 because in the future episodes I watched a couple of them, but not all of them. So my reaction to some of these episodes is gonna be pure reaction, without any knowledge of any of these episodes. It's gonna be pure excitement. Like my last episode, my last live reaction video was my biggest live reaction of all time so far, which entered Zoom. That reaction video was a live reaction video. My emotions, my thoughts, my face, it was everything live. So Kendra, Cisco's on the roof. They talking, small dialogue, nothing big. Believe in yourself, trust yourself, all this other stuff. So it looks like she's gonna jump. So Barry's like, you don't have to do this. I mean, Cisco. So they in the church, and they're looking for the staff. And Oliver and Barry's in the church, and Vandal Savage got the staff. So it's like an energy staff. It's giving out pure energy. And what's happening is that they've been pinned down in between the rows in the church. and that once who knows what's gonna happen. So Kendra's having a little speech of empowerment, women's power on the roof, and Oliver get blown back again from the staff. So he said he never met somebody with their type of abilities ever. And then she opened her wings, and it's like they're linked together. He said, Shiara. I guess he knew that she emerged her wings. Whatever, so. Short story short is that Vandal Savage hit his staff down and did an explosion, blew up the her church. They're not gonna show they're not gonna show the church on fire. They're not gonna show that on TV. So Kendra is coming back, flying from her powers on the rooftop, and she's gonna help her up. He said, "Are you okay? Are you okay? You'll get the hang of it." So he gave her the name as Hawk. He gave her the name as Hawk Girl. So we back at the lab, and Wells wake up. And Wells and Jay is having a conversation. He's like, yo, your speed serum is out of my system. I won't take it again. And he says, I want you, if you want to thank me, keep that serum away from Barry. And you know, Wells, no matter what Earth he's from, he's not gonna do that. And there was a quick clip of more velocity of maybe velocity 7 or 8, whatever. So Vandal Savage moved. He moved. He's out of Central City or Star City, whatever. And they about to go find him. So it's gonna be another team up on Arrow. So they in the coffee shop. They talking about, you know, the cappuccino and the coffee. Who do we see? Oliver's baby mama. And who is that with the kid? Maybe he's like 7, 8 years old. Connor, could be Connor Hart in the future. I mean, in the present, his future son. He sees future baby mother in Central City. So we know his baby mother lives in Central City. She took the money and told Oliver that the baby died. So that was the end of the episode. This is a quick recap. Team Arrow knows more information about Team Flash. Team Flash knows more information about Team Arrow. We know Jay Garrett took the Velocity 6 serum, and he got a little speed. He got a little speed. Patty knows some information about Team Flash. She knows something that Joe's been hiding, that Harrison Wells is still alive, and Joe knows. We know who Vandal Savage is, why Vandal Savage is here. Kendra Saunders, a.k.a. Shihara. We know Carter, a.k.a. Kafu. You know, he's Hawkman and she's Hawk Girl. And what else? That there is gonna be a Velocity 8 or Velocity 7. They had it on, you know, the table next to his medical bed, and that in episode 8 of the Arrow, Randall Savage is gonna be over on that episode. It's gonna be, you know, a 2-part episode of you know, the team up, and episode 8 is gonna be the team up with Flash going to the Arrow City, Star City, and take on Randall Savage. So that was a live reaction. This is a live reaction video. I appreciate so much for watching my live reaction video. This has been the first reaction video for the last 2 months. I haven't been doing no reaction videos. I can't really explain why. I've been busy at work, you know, doing other things. So I would like to thank you if you spend the time out to watch my video. If you got any comments, leave them in the comment box. If you like it, hit the like button. If you like the favorite, hit the favorite button. If you like more videos, please subscribe. Thank you so much. This has been a live reaction video to The Flash episode 8. Bye bye.